Hello, everyone. We are Team 3, and our team consists of Artem, Abdul, and Amit. Our application is called WordsxMusic or Words Times Music, and the idea behind our application was to allow the user to find songs that contain the lyrics they're looking for. And then once you get back those songs, to be able to listen to them on different locations. And the idea was to have iTunes, YouTube, and Spotify, but what we got currently working is only Spotify. For the demo, I'll start the application. And when you first start the application, you have the option to log in or register. Now I will start with a new user, and there are some rules when creating a new account. Your username and password can only contain letters and numbers. The username cannot start with a number, and then the password must contain at least 5 characters. Now for this test, I'll create a random user. And we also have checks in place to make sure that you follow the rules that we set. Such as making sure that the passwords match. Okay, the passwords don't match. So something wrong. Username cannot start with numbers. And once you register, it will automatically log you in and take you to the search screen. But to show you the login feature, I will log out and then log back in. Again, you're brought to the screen where you can log in or register. I will log in this time. In the login screen, we also have rules to make sure that you type in your username and your password incorrectly. So I'm going to show you those rules now. And once you type in your credentials correctly, it'll take you again to the search screen, which is the main screen of this application. And over here, this is where you'll search for your songs and then pick each song you want to listen to. On this screen, you can type up to 20 words, and then you'll get back a list of songs which contain those lyrics. So, good song I maybe want to listen to is Let It Be by the Beatles. So, maybe I don't know the actual song name, but I do know the lyrics. When I find myself in times of trouble. First line of the song. Once you hit submit, you'll get back a list of songs. And normally you'll get the list of top 5 songs, but if there's aren't enough songs, it will only show you the ones that are available. Over here, we only got 3 songs back, and each one of these buttons is a link to be able to go to a page to find out where you can listen to the song. And we'll click on this one. And once you come to this page, you can see the album cover and the album art. You can again log out, or you can listen to the song on Spotify, which is currently all we have available. But you'll be able to listen on iTunes and YouTube as well. Now once you click on listen on Spotify, you'll be taken to the website. And from here, ideally, you'll be able to log in on your local application, but I do not have Spotify installed, so I can't do that. And once you go back to the application, you can go back, you can search again for more songs if you want. Maybe you want to find songs that contain the word ham inside there. Looks like there's 4 songs. One by Flow Rider. Haven't heard this, so let's go listen on Spotify. And here's the song. And if you want to listen to it, you could play it. Now, if you go back to the application, again, you can see the album cover. But we've already gone to the song to listen to it. And again, you can search for more songs, or you can close the application. And then you can be done. And one of the things that we had trouble getting done was another fragment where the user could see their previous search history. And this is something I thought would be very useful about being able to like go to the database, grab this information. But we ended up not having enough time to get this done, and that was unfortunate. One of the big challenges that we had was getting multiple song links from Spotify, and this was solved by calling the Spotify API for each link we needed, and then not updating the UI until we got all the links back. What we learned most of all from this application was being able to call different APIs and then not acting on the UI until we got something back. This is very important when getting the multiple song links from Spotify, because we didn't, like I said before, we didn't show the user the updated UI until we got back all links. And if all links weren't received, we delete those songs from the list of buttons and only show the buttons where we had the actual link for each song. And what we would have done differently was probably spend more time getting a really good design for the program before we started coding. Throughout this process, we ended up changing a lot of stuff that we initially thought would be a good idea, but then we removed it. And this might have taken a lot of time away from actually coding. But that was our project. Thank you for listening.